What up? What up? What up? What's good with it? Just Do family. We back again to get boxing is Just Do. This time we back again to get my boy Keith Tsunami Cologne his Just Do. And we gonna have some fun, man. We gonna chop it up, man. He just made his recent pro debut this Saturday on the Shakur Stevenson Artem Haratunian card. Man, we gonna chop it up, man. We gonna give him his Just Do. Have him take us through the fight, man. You know. Just now. Want to know 1 KO. Man, he did his thing. Impressive for those that watched it. Y'all smashed the like button as y'all coming on in, man. Y'all show some love to the young champ. He'd be in a second. He had to jump out and come back in because I couldn't hear him. But we gonna get to it. Gonna chop it up.
Everything's good now?
Yeah, got you. What's good with it, man? We got my boy. Now want to know 1 KO. Just now making his pro debut this past Saturday on the Shakur Stevenson undercard. My boy Keith Tsunami Cologne. What's good, champ? How you feeling?
What's going on? Everything is well. Can't complain.
Man, that's what I like to hear, man. So I gotta ask, man. Yeah, how's everything since the fight? Smooth, taking it
Everything's
easy.
everything's been good. Been resting the body. That's just the main goal right now. Resting the body and
Right.
just take care of business.
Right. Right. So look, man, good to have you back in the building. Last time we spoke, you was a highly ranked amateur.
Right,
Highly
right.
ranked amateur. Now you're a professional, man. So we gotta talk about it, man. Take us through it, man. Before we even get to the fight, I want to know about the training camp you had for this fight and what was the preparation because now you're making the transition from the amateur to the pro. So what was your preparation for this training camp like?
Everything was strategic. We
Right.
did everything to a T. Main thing was just now. This the big leagues, and we got to make a statement. So everything is getting turned up a notch, but also understand that we can't turn it up too much
Right.
because at the end of the day it's still just 4 rounds, so everything is strategic to the T, and it's going to constantly change, and it was a very strategic camp. Broke the body down, we recovered, and I peaked just in time. I felt great the whole camp. Sparring
Mm,
went great, had great sparring partners, and
mm.
everything just went perfect.
Right, man. That's what I like to hear. I mean, I had to ask because a lot of times we see the finished product. That's you on fight night. You making your ring walk. We don't never highlight what y'all go through and what y'all put y'all bodies through to get there, the preparation, the things that it takes. So it's good to hear that. I anticipated that you had a great training camp based on the results. So, with
Definitely.
this being your first fight, man, you at home. You at home, the hometown, man. A lot of people don't get these hometown fights, man. And some people, I've seen it go bad for some people. And for you to be not only having a hometown fight, but I keep putting emphasis on it being your first fight. I mean, what kind of pressure did you feel any pressure to perform? Remember, you got Shakur at the head.
Definitely. Pressure. If I'm being honest, I put pressure
Talk
on
to me.
myself.
Mm-hmm.
I put pressure on myself. Not
Right,
just, I knew I could have went in there and I could have beat them. Got the decision, got my hands raised. But at the end of the day, I wanted a certain type of performance.
mm-hmm.
I know what type of person I am in the gym. I know what type of fighter I am. And
Right,
like Floyd done said, the gym don't matter if you don't perform under the lights.
right,
So that's one thing that I felt. I knew the lights was gonna be there, all my people was out there, and I
mm-hmm.
knew it was a perfect opportunity for me. And
Right.
so me mentally, I was just flipping the script and just you know mentally preparing myself for everything that was coming, just so I could perform the way how I wanted to perform and make a statement.
Right. Right. That's what I like to hear, man. So, man, again, um, you sound like you was already prepared for this moment. But I know it's you gotta be going through your head some nerves, maybe, possibly, man. Like, what was you going through in the dressing room? What was it like back there?
In the dressing room, everything, I was really just living in a dream. It was my first time.
Mm,
Like as a fighter, you think about these certain types of things. Putting
right.
the gloves on, um, just the whole experience. It's a whole different experience for me
Hmm.
because in the amateurs it's different. You should be back there. with your coaches in the past, cool down, but it's a whole different experience. They gotta take your urine, and you got somebody
Right.
following you the whole time, and you back there with another team. But it's just crazy, it's an experience, and all I could say, I feel like I was just living in a dream, but
Mhm.
mainly I was telling myself, like I asked for this, and
Right.
I was put in this position for a certain reason, which was because, you know, God or whoever, they knew I was ready for it. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't ready for it. So
Right.
that's the main thing I was telling myself.
Right. And it's important to have that type of mentality so you can have the ability to go out there with a clear head, focus. And it sound like to me that just sound like confidence. Like you know you here for a reason. So I guess a lot of
Exactly.
the nerves that I would anticipate you having probably wasn't there for that reason because you feel like you was ready for it. So
Most that.
that's dope. So again, man, take us through it, man. That first ring walk, because that's gonna always be special. And while I'm excited for you, man, because not only, like I said, we got to talk right while you was on the cusp of, you know, becoming a pro. You wasn't quite there just yet. Now you
Right.
here. You making this. I mean, that was electrifying. It was fun, man. I was happy as hell to see you coming out, and
Appreciate it.
I know that that's gonna have to be in your brain for a long time, man. What that first ring walk was like.
I mean, the first ring row was crazy. I sold a lot of tickets, so I know a lot of people was gonna be there.
Mhm.
But like when I like right before the curtains open, I told myself I'm like, you know, none of this matter if I don't perform how I want to perform. So I'm
Right.
not gonna I ain't want to get caught up in the lights. I told myself I ain't gonna look left, I ain't gonna look right. I'm gonna just look right at the ring, walk out there, and just focus on performing.
Yeah.
You
Right.
see a lot of people they put a lot of their effort into other aspects of the boxing game, and they don't realize that they taking away from the main thing, which is the performance. None of it matter what you wear, how many tickets you sold, how good you look, what song you come out to. None of it matter if you don't perform how you're supposed to
Right.
perform. So I
Right.
was just mainly just focused on that and worried about everything after.
Right. That's it, and that's dope too. Cause again, I keep hinting because this is you basically a baby in this game. You know what I mean? Fresh, and already it sounds like you know how to compartmentalize and lock in and have tunnel vision. What I noticed seeing you walk out, which I thought was dope, I was paying attention to your eyes to see if you was, like deer in the headlights, surprised for the moment. Nah, man. You just cruised out there like somebody would have had to tell you, or somebody would have had to been told that this was your pro debut from the ring walk. Look like you've been here before, definitely, man. And your people came out to support you. And I
Definitely.
know that also can kind of weigh in on the performance, but for you kind of blocked everything out. Like you said, you ain't look left, right. You locked in on the ring and you made your ring walk. And man, let's talk to us. So now we get into this fight, man. Your first one, round one, man. Take us through it. What did you see?
Round one, it was simple. We go out with the same game plan every time,
Right.
and that's just being me. That's it. I don't try to be nobody else. It's just going there, being me, and we, you know, as a fighter, as soon as the bell start, you start calculating and downloading information,
Mm-hmm.
and so like immediately my opponent he came out there, he jumped out quick. He came
Yeah.
out there with like he wanted to make a statement on me,
Mm-hmm.
but I just my biggest attribute is staying composed and staying relaxed, and that's exactly what I did. He came out with some shots. I just covered up, stepped back, stepped around, and then once I got my range, got my distance, that's when I just started downloading everything. I started seeing certain things,
Mm-hmm.
and my coach is telling me like, "Oh, do this, do this, do this," and then as
Mm-hmm.
he telling me do it and I do it, I see certain things. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, "All right, cool. I already know that shot's there. I'm not
Right.
gonna take it yet though. Let me
Mm-hmm.
get in range. Let me get a little closer so I can really land a good shot."
Right.
So that's all that it was.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was the first round.
Man.
Everything was smooth. Everything planned out exactly how I've been saying it.
Right. Right. Good to see it because I'm watching it. And again, that I think for me, that's what stand out the most. Like again, like I just like you a fighter, you locked in, but I'm paying attention to everything. And that's something that stand out, the composure. Like I said, you acting like you've been here before, man. So all right, you get this first round out the way. Now this is a four round fight. well, we all know y'all don't get paid for overtime, man. So, what was your thoughts? What was your thoughts now finally fighting without the headgear, the smaller gloves? Like, what was your take on that after getting that out the way?
Honestly, I was always I wanted to be careful because, like I said, how he came out the first round. Not that he came out careless, but he came out hard. He came
Right.
out, throwing hard punches and not respecting nothing. I could have easily
Mhm.
countered him the first shot that he threw. Not being confident, but I'm saying, like, if I was a greedy type fighter
Mhm.
and not more so being patient, the first shot that he came out with or the first combination I could have
Right.
countered to see, off rip. But I mean, going in, I was just that was my main thing, being careful. As soon as he threw punches, hands
Right.
up. You know, like it's just simple. Hands up, keep your
Mhm.
distance, and cause like you said, I'm new to this. I'm new to the
Right.
small gloves. I
Mhm.
fought without headgear plenty of times,
Mhm.
but actually fighting with, like, eights on,
Right.
is new.
Right.
So I just wanted to see certain things, not really get hit, but just stay relaxed. That was the main thing.
Right, right, right. Definitely important to stay relaxed, man. I know a lot of fighters making a pro debut, they always mention that as being one of the most standout experiences, just fighting without the headgear, with the smaller gloves and adjusting to that. And I know you saying you wanted to be careful, but I'll use a better word. I think you were responsible. I think you were
Exactly.
responsible defensively, like, because when shots were available, you didn't hesitate. So
Right.
you didn't hesitate to let your hands go, and that's what I could appreciate. So again, round one is over with, man. You going back to the corner, man. What's that conversation like?
My corner, he's just telling me everything that he was saying throughout the round one. He's like, yo, body shots is dead. When you throwing your punches, keep your hands up, make sure you bring them back home, and don't
Right,
raise up. Because, like, a lot of times I feel as though I'm not gonna lie. Looking back on the fight, he was definitely a good opponent because even when he was hurt, he
right,
threw punches.
right,
So like mid combination, I had to, like, my hands was out from throwing punches, and I had to, like, make adjustments, like turn my head or
right,
it just tuck my chin.
right,
Do certain things like that, so I wouldn't get hit with no crazy shot. And he was just telling me, he's like, be responsible. Go out there, add your feints, um, keep stepping to him. That was main things, like keep stepping to him, and you know that was just the talks in the corner.
right, right. Interesting. What's up, man? So, want to ask, now that the fight is over, what, like, what was your goal to, was you thinking knockout? Because a lot of people, not saying you chasing it, but was it, in the back of your mind, like, y'all, you know what, I'm home, I want to get this dude out of here. You know what I mean? And tell me, now, tell us what that second round was like. That you got the first round out the way. What was the second round like for you?
Yeah, no. Once the second round started, I immediately got to the point,
Right.
because after the first round, if you look towards the end, like the bell rung, but I
Hmm.
saw I saw blood, so to say, like, I saw an
Right.
opponent that was ready to go. And
Right.
if you look or if you remember, I started smiling, during the fight, not being cocky, but already knowing what's about to go down next. I already sensed that he was out of there,
Hmm.
and it was just, I'm seeing it. So it's
Hmm.
just like, oh, all right, he about to go out of there. Like, it's time to make a stamp now.
Right. Right. And I noticed, once you created that moment for yourself, you took advantage of it. That's why I'm saying, like, I ain't saying it looked like you had 20, 30 fights, but you would have had to been told, yeah, this is pro debut. Like, what I'm saying, you handled that in mature fashion with, I mean, top level work, man. Listen, man, we was in the stands that night screaming, man, screaming for
Appreciate
you,
that, for
being
real.
excited for you, man. I'm glad to have you back. Like I said, so your overall experience, now that you got this first fight out the way, did you get a chance to watch it back?
Yeah, of course, I watched it a couple times.
Yeah. So, what did you think? What did you grade your performance on the night?
I graded like C plus, B minus, just because of the fact on I wanted to get him out there in a more cleaner fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to, like I said, I saw certain shots that I knew was gonna be there,
Right.
but I felt as though the referee he did make it clear that, you know, he said it. He said you're not gonna get hurt on my watch. If I feel like I need to stop it so you won't get hurt, that's what I'm gonna do. And
Mm-hmm.
so I feel as though he jumped in before, to save the opponent, just so he won't get hurt. But I feel as though if he would have gave me more time, like more towards the end of the second round, like
Mm-hmm.
I would have finished with like a crazy body shot or like a crazy shot upstairs.
Right, right. I still think you did well with the stoppage. And you know what? I'm the clip king over here. I like to do stuff a little bit different. So I'll be snatching these little clips and stuff. I wanna show you some of your work. And man, after you see it, man, you tell us what you seen in there. Cause like I said, I think you did phenomenal.
Around 150, which is not bad either. But wow, big shot. But he had a pro style.
The body again. Just missed with the uppercut. Goes underneath with the left hand. Body work definitely doing damage there in the corner.
Just beating the fight out of him.
Left uppercut lands clean.
Beating the fight out of him, Tess. You can see the response from Turbyfield. He doesn't like those body shots when he goes down. Yep, I knew it.
Still over a minute to go in round number 2. And he's looking to win his pro debut in style. Another good left hand to the body. Drives down and overs right. A series of right uppercuts. And
Man. So again, just wanted to jog your memory just in case you didn't get to see it like that. Man,
Yeah.
Rick, I think you did a hell of a job. I think you did a hell of a job finishing. And you heard it from the announcers, man. You got a pro style. So again, now that you got your first fight out the way, what do you feel like is the toughest transition from amateurs to pro?
If I'm being honest, I'm not. For me right now, it's the gloves.
Mhm.
It's the gloves and the amateurs. We got so much cushion on the top of our hands.
Right.
Like we could do a lot of slapping. Like we could throw the
Mm.
glove around because we got a lot of cushion. But in the pros, when I fought, it was a
Right.
time where I kind of threw like a right hand, and I didn't close my hand, and I
Mm.
hit him on his head.
Mm.
I'm like, I can't not that I hurt my hand, but I felt it. And so like now when I'm training, shadow
Mm.
boxing or whatever, I'm like,
Mm.
close your hands because these gloves is small. You know,
Right.
or even like little shots. It's a difference between having your hand here and having your hand here. You
Mm.
know, like these gloves is super small, and just understanding that with time, I'm gonna just be better and better. I'm gonna have a better and better performance.
Right.
Just to keep developing and staying a student of the game. That's just the main thing.
Right. Man, that's dope, man. And look, you on your way. I think you had a hell of a showing. People really was excited for you showing out. I think that was dope. You had tunnel vision. You stayed focused, got the job done. I mean, you got him out of there in the second round. And you really, like I said, you defensively responsible because you noticed in that clip and you started getting into the exchange. He threw one in there. You caught it. Then it's kind of like you reset. Then you kept it going, but you started placing the shots, man. And that was impressive, man. Like I said, you don't look like you having a tough time from going from amateur to pro. Like a lot of people say, y'all be in that point scoring system, and it don't look like you know how to sit down on your shots. It don't
Yeah,
look like you're having a problem sitting down on your shots at all, man. So
right.
impressive to see it, man. Glad to see you doing your thing. 1-0, 1 KO, second round TKO. Yeah, he's on his way,
Yes,
man.
sir.
We gonna keep supporting. We gonna keep rocking with you, man. I want to do this a little different. I want to try to give the people a chance to ask some questions for sure. But something else I did want to ask, now that you got your first fight out the way, is, when do you want to get back in the ring? I know you probably don't have an exact date, and that's cool. But when do you want to get back in there?
I want to get back in September. Um, like mid September. I want to get back in the ring, and then I really want to see if I get like 3 or 4 fights before the end of the year.
Mhm.
Just especially if these fights not going a distance. I feel as though I could definitely do 3 fights in this year,
Mhm.
definitely even 4. But I'm just looking to stay consistent.
Right,
It's the come up.
right,
I'm starting back from square one, so everything is just motivation, just to be great and be the best again. So that's just the main thing. being consistent and getting staying in the ring.
Right. Right. And you know what? Something else I ain't want to forget to ask too. Also about your opponent. You know, I noticed, you know, with you being 0-0, obviously making your pro debut. This guy was 4-1, five fights over you to your one. How
Right.
did how did you go about getting to that guy? Because again, that's not always the case. A lot of times, if somebody making a pro debut, you might run into a guy with a losing record, with a bunch of losses, somebody that just an extremely soft touch. I'm noticing already because I like to pay attention to those little details. I noticed this guy 4-1. How did how did you get to this guy so
Yeah.
early?
Yeah. So for one, we didn't have much time.
Right,
We had about a month to decide on who we wanted to fight, little over a month. And a lot of people wasn't taking fights. A lot of these fighters were not taking fights. We had even
right,
a lot of undefeated fighters. We sent contracts out to. They were not taking fights. But with that opponent, we just sent it out to him, and you know, yeah, it was a risk, but I have I have confidence in myself. Not only confidence within myself, but I also like my team have confidence in
mm-hmm.
me and the work that we put. Like
Right,
my coach called me and he told me,
mm-hmm.
he was like, "Yo, I want you to know that I would not have, the only way I would have had took that fight is if it was with you or one of my like sons, because I know the type of push that I'm gonna push you to, and I know you built for it. And with my sons, you know, nobody gonna push them like I push them, So it's just like that just shows you the confidence that my team have in me as well. And yeah, so yeah, it was definitely a big risk,
Mm-hmm.
taking that type of fight. But at the end of the day, I know what I possess, and so does my team.
Mm-hmm. And again, you spoke about, the conversation that what you had with your team, and he spoke about the kind of confidence that he had, and you speak to us about what that does for you as a fighter, just knowing that. Now, it's one thing, of course, you're supposed to be confident in yourself, but how does that help you when you know your team 100% is every bit as confident as you are?
Nah, it definitely plays a big part, just because of the fact that your coach is somebody you're supposed to trust 110%. At the end of the day, you going to war with him. That's the
Right.
guy that's controlling you. That's the guy telling you what to do.
Right.
I'm not trying to go to war with anybody. I'm second guessing.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I'm second guessing myself, he'll say certain things. If he tell me, "Hey, look, walk on that straight line and don't look left, don't look at your toes. Walk
Mm-hmm.
on that straight line and you're gonna get there." I'm
Right.
gonna do it because I trust in
Right.
my coach. You understand what I'm saying? So it gives me an extra confidence. Like when I hear him say certain things, like even in the fight, he yelled out a certain shot that he wanted me to throw.
Mm-hmm.
I took a step over and threw the shot. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't no hesitation. It wasn't no let me see if it's there. No instincts. So
Right.
it's very important to have people that you trust and people that believe in you as well.
Right. And what again, it's to piggyback some more off of that, not just the confidence, the chemistry now, because you got,
Exactly.
everybody's could be confident, right? But to have that chemistry, what's that like? How does it, you and your team, your corner, what's that chemistry like over
No, our chemistry is crazy. Like, at first, chemistry is crazy when a coach don't have to tell, or a coach can say one word
there?
and a fighter know exactly what he's talking about.
Right.
Like you'll hear my coach say step step. Nobody know what that means. I already know what it means.
Mm-hmm.
My coach just say back leg. I already know what that means. A lot
Right.
of people they might have to look and be like, but I already know. A
Right.
coach might say, my coach say 1-2, 1-2. People think it's punches. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Right.
chemistry is like speaking a language that me and him only know.
Right. And that's dope, man. And I just wanted you to hit on that because, again, man, we seen a couple fights in recent memory where, guys may have had some extended conversation in the corner with their coaches and things like that. And, us from the outside looking in, it doesn't, it's not a good look when we hear it. So whenever I do see it, not that way, like I see the chemistry, I like for people to highlight that and how important that is, man. in your career, man. Shout out to my guy Jay Allen in the super
Shout
chat.
out to him.
Shout out
Appreciate
to
it.
the young king Tsunami. Definitely got a new fan from Maryland. Shout
Appreciate
out.
the love.
And here's my baby girl, Miss Just Do. She said, "Can you make Just Do Boxing your channel where you come give us updates about your fights? Call outs, Jersey stand up.
For
Y'all
sure.
ready here, man, for
Yeah,
sure.
we tapped in.
For sure. We're gonna keep rocking. Like I said, like I told your dad, I'm glad we just able to catch the journey from the beginning, and we're gonna rock out with you the whole way. When I say win, lose, or draw, not that we guessing, we thinking you're gonna lose, but we ain't fair
Nah,
weather
support,
fans.
support,
No
for sure. I
matter
appreciate that.
the results, we rocking with you, and you got our support.
For sure.
Ozzy, my guy, said y'all got the same name, by the way. He said, "Who are you signed with?" Because people did think you was signed to Top Rank. So if you can, you want to speak,
Nah.
if you can.
Yeah, nah, I'm not signed. I'm not signed with Top Rank. I greatly appreciate Top Rank, not only just for having me on the card, but if you see, um, they even they showed a lot of love to me, but I'm currently not signed to them. I'm open to all options at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's my first pro debut, and I feel as though they understand business. They understand that I know
Mm-hmm.
boxing. My team knows boxing, and
Right.
we know the proper steps on when should we do certain things.
Right.
And I'm not. They didn't take it personal on
Right.
because of anything, but it's a business at the end of the day, and you know we want to do what's in our best interest at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day.
Right.
So
I think that's dope, man. That they allowed to, for you to showcase your talents on their platform. So now that you had time to sit back a little bit and process things. That's another question, that I wanted to ask. What's that like now? That experience, because you got to fight on ESPN. People got to really see you. People got to really, be excited.
yeah, I remember when I like as soon as I got out the ring,
Mm-hmm.
somebody had stopped me. They was like, "Yo, they posted your knockout on Twitter." I'm like, "Who?" And then it was Top Rank. I'm like, "Oh!" And then as I go on, it was like ESPN knockouts. I was like, "Dang!" It's like I said, it's crazy. You see all these other fighters,
Right.
that came before you that was done, and now that
Mm-hmm.
is me watching myself on these platforms. It's just
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Like I said, it felt like I was living in a dream.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's only gonna keep getting better and better, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like again, with your work ethic, your focus, that tunnel vision you got at you, what, 21 years old, right?
Right.
21, baby in the game, but you already focused. You know what I mean? And again, having a great team behind you is gonna work wonders for you as well. So, like
Yes.
you said, it's gonna only get better. And you might be unsigned now, but I don't see that being the case for too long. I don't see
Yeah.
that. I mean, look, people see talent when they see it, man. They know what it is, and like I said, it's dope that you went from being highly rated as an amateur now you being able to showcase your talent as a pro. You got that one fight out the way. You handled it like a G, and I can't wait for the next one, man. But we got
Right.
another question for you in the chat. Lisa Smith, peace to the queen, said during his boxing career, do you plan on moving up? Do you plan on moving up in weight or staying at the same weight class? You're at 26 now, right? Featherweight?
Yeah, so like I said, it's right now I'm at 22, 26. I'm bouncing back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and main reason why is just because like a lot of these fights are on short notice.
Mm-hmm.
Opponents probably can't make 22.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like we just about good business. We ain't trying to rip nobody off, and if you can't come at 22, then see if you come at 26. We could if we can't find no opponent at 22, I'll go up to 26
Mm-hmm.
or whatever it might be. So, but I definitely see myself moving up as I get older, as I develop more body mass, get stronger. I definitely see myself moving
Mm-hmm.
up.
Right. Right. Still early. Still early. Got time to decide where you want to settle in at and where you can. I guess like the goal is to consistently get the fights, and that's what you trying
Exactly.
to be where you
Exactly.
can get the fights at. Dope.
Exactly.
Salute to my guy Jay Allen back in the super chat. He said, outside of 1-0, what's the next milestone for Keith Cologne?
Next milestone, 1-0, 5-0, 5-0, 10-0. But all seriousness is just my next milestone is family first. Taking care of my family. Um, with everything that's coming my way, being able to build to give them something immediately. Because like I said, we come from North. You know,
Mhm.
like it's not many opportunities. I got a nephew, I got a niece, I got a whole lot of baby cousins, and
Mhm.
I just want them to be straight.
Right.
And living in a place like North, you don't have a lot of time.
Right.
It's easy to go down that wrong road. So
Yeah.
like that's my main milestone, my goal, and my motivation.
Right. And dope, man. Yeah, because it is rough coming from Jersey in general, but definitely North. And I think it was exceptionally dope for y'all both to be on the card with Shakur at the top, and you being able to be the third fighter on the card, have some people settling in there, and when it was your time to walk out, man. I know you had to have some chills walking out because
Yo,
you ain't gonna
no
forget that.
lie,
You ain't gonna
definitely
forget that,
did.
right? Salute to everybody. So again, man, if y'all got a couple more questions, man, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Grab Jamal Harvey. So how did you feel? I mean, did you feel? How did you feel overall? Did you feel strong? Was you ready? Is you ready to get back in there? How you
Yeah,
feeling?
nah, I definitely felt strong. I just felt main thing. I felt ready. Even
Right.
after the fight. Like my adrenaline, like 30 minutes after the fight, my adrenaline was still pumping, and I knew because I was still sweating. You know, I was just like, dang, like, and my coach told me he was like, when you dream about this for so long, like that, it's gonna stay in you for a long time. Just sit down, relax, and just soak it all in. Like you want to know with one knockout now. Like a lot of people know your name, so that
Mm-hmm.
was just the main thing.
Right. Yeah, man. Before it's
Appreciate
all
that.
said and done, a lot more people gonna know your name, man. You said, what's your height? I think it's 5.
I'm 5'6", 5'6", and probably like little taller than 5'6", but I say
Yeah.
5'6".
Notice a lot of fighters, man. You see them in person. Yeah, I look bigger on TV. You know what I mean? But it don't
Yeah,
matter. Both hands work. You know what I mean? You know what
yeah,
I
like
mean?
my
Height don't fight. You know what I mean?
right.
Okay. We got another question for you. The Queen Lisa Smith. She said, "How did you get into boxing?"
Yeah, no, I got into boxing just from growing up in North. I feel as though, I mean, now a lot of people not fighting in the streets, but you got to know how to defend yourself. So growing up in a place like North, I had to learn how to defend myself. Going to school, playing these sports, basketball, baseball, is very competitive. And one thing about us, we gonna call your bluff. If you talk tough, we gonna, you gotta see. You just can't talk and not back it up. So, like, that was just the main reason why I got into boxing. It just happened to be I fell in love with it, and I
Mm,
was good at it.
right. Who says, salute to my guy Fender Bender. He said, "Who's the best work you had in camp, champ? Who's
Um,
somebody that you was able to work with that you got some really good work from?"
Now this past camp, I really only worked with two people. It's my
Mm-hmm.
guy Julian and my guy Machine John Verdejo. He fight at 150. Yeah. So I was.
And with
He
a
probably
big
fight at
boy.
147. He probably fight at, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
that was my. That's who I was sparring day in day out. Got good rounds with him. Prepared me well.
Mm-hmm. Right. So he said it's a nope thing. Right, man.
Exactly.
Shout out to King Kong, man. I knew that one was coming. So after you put that work in, man, did you have an opportunity to catch the main event?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Watch the whole fight.
And I mean, us supporters, us fans, we go crazy with our opinions. I'm just do, so I'm always finding a reason and to give somebody credit before I take anything from 'em. But gotta ask you, man, what did you think about the fight? Because you're an actual fighter. What did you see? How did you?
Nah, yeah, nah. I enjoy watching the fight. I appreciate a lot of the things that other fighters or other viewers might not appreciate. I don't necessarily care for a knockout. Like, I really appreciate the art. A person don't have to, like, in my eyes. I watched Willie Pep growing up.
Mhm.
He won
Mhm.
rounds without throwing a punch.
Student of the game.
So So it's just like little things like that. I really appreciate the art. And he did what he had to do.
Mm-hmm.
He
Right.
won.
Right. I feel the same way, man. It's always some critiques, just like he gonna have of his own. But I feel like whenever a fighter, y'all fighters as a whole, for me, I see y'all go out there and dominate a fight, my criticism is not gonna be louder than me giving y'all just do. I'm gonna have to. Like, it's hard for me to take credit from somebody that dominates a fight. That's just me, though.
Exactly.
I mean, salute to everybody in the building. Y'all hit the like button, show some love. Y'all can ask some questions, man. I'm gonna build with the champ for a little bit more. And why I'm calling you champ, because in my heart and my mind, I think you're a future world champion. So if you wonder
Appreciate
why
that.
I'm saying it, we putting that in the air, we speaking that into existence. Straight like that. Uh, I don't think I don't think he has a date, but he said he wanted to get back in the ring around September. You said, right?
Right.
Stay active. I just know how important that is for y'all young fighters to stay active.
Exactly.
Somebody else, somebody was. Yeah, if y'all got another question, y'all can ask, man. I just know he's ready to get back in there, but you gotta rest, man. They ain't machines. You do have to rest, man. But I know you gonna get right back to it, man. And
Oh yeah, most
I hope
definitely.
you're able to, this ain't gonna just be a one time thing. I plan on making it to more than just one fight for sure. I'm just glad
Appreciate
that it
that.
happened to be at home where I could really have no issue getting right there and seeing
Yeah.
you do your thing, man. Kevin, Kevin. Oh man, yeah, I gotta ask again. What do you think? Did you catch the co-main?
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. After my fight, I only sat down for 5 minutes, no, 2 minutes,
Mm.
and then I only was able to sit down for the Shakur fight.
Mm.
Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, I
superstar.
was
I
taking mad pictures.
yeah, and
Like it was hard for me. I couldn't even watch that Abdullah Mason fight. I just saw, like, after I was done taking pictures, I'll go in there and peep for like a minute. Then another person be like, "Oh, can I take?" So it was just like so chaotic, and
right.
I didn't even get a chance to see it, but I heard they did Oshaki crazy.
Yeah, it was terrible, terrible,
Bad, man.
terrible, terrible. Somebody asked her what your diet is like, because that's interesting. Because I know now, you try having to cut weight and be on point. You can't just, I guess you got to be smart with what you eat. Is there any
Yeah.
diet that you on, or meal prepping?
I mean, it's no meal prep that I'm on. I'm mostly like talking to my coach every day about like how I'm feeling, and he advised me like I try to eat this, and this, or
Mm-hmm.
you know, if you get closer to the fight, you know, you probably going to just start cutting down the portions. Just take 3 ounces of this, or about that's how we go. It's mainly based on on how I feel,
Mm-hmm.
so I can continue to perform throughout camp.
Right, right. Bartolo, salute the Gertz. He said, "Asked, do you know Bartolo Colon? Bartolo, am I saying it right?
Nah,
Bartolo,
maybe
no
if I
relation,
maybe if I
no
see
relation, no relation.
it.
Ace was good, family. Kano was peace, family. He said, what's your relationship with Shakur?
It's just it's. I mean, we have a great relationship. Like before his fight, I went to the locker room, told him, "Yo, just go out." Like I just told him, I said, "Have fun,"
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Right,
have fun. And then he was just like, "Nah, you look sharp." You feel me?
right,
Like he gave me my props.
right.
We both from Newark. We know each other well.
Yeah.
Just to see somebody, come from where I come from, and just, he really laid out the blueprint, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm super, super proud of and super happy for him. It's just like no matter, I'm gonna be honest, no matter what he do, win or lose, draw, whatever. I'm not saying he is gonna ever lose,
Mm-hmm.
but he already won. Like people, that's
Yeah.
what people don't get.
Uh,
He already won in life. Like
right,
he did what he
right,
had to do. Moved his family out. Like
right,
come on, man.
right. And speaking on that, to add to that, with y'all both coming from the same neighborhood, the same area, and you being able to see his career prosper and grow, what kind of motivation is that for you? With y'all both coming from the same area and you able to see where he's gotten to?
It's a great motivation, and it shows me and everybody else to know that it's obtainable. Like we don't have. If it wasn't for Shakur, there's nobody out there showing us that we got something positive that we could do.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
our positivity that we see is getting money.
Yeah.
And if you know, like, I know it ain't too much good about how people getting money nowadays, especially coming from North. But he's just showing us a way, and I appreciate him for that.
Hmm. Right, man. And something else I wanted to ask you, man. I ain't gonna keep you too much longer, but
That's cool.
how have you been able? How difficult should I say have you found it to just avoid the pitfalls that could come your way coming from where you come from?
It's just mainly keeping third people around me, people like my coach, people like my dad. Um,
Right,
these are the type of people that if I do slip up, if I do start being unfocused, they not gonna hesitate and tell me when I'm wrong. They not yes men. They not people that's just going, oh yeah, I'm just here, for the check, and I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear. Now they gonna tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear.
right,
And most importantly, they don't care about being yes men. They care about me succeeding, me being a good person, me
right.
doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, don't forget why you started this in the first place.
Mhm.
So that's the main thing.
Right. Man, that's dope. I just always love to ask that, man, because the importance of a good team, especially in the lonely sport like boxing, is priceless. And I'm glad to see you and your dad having that connection. I'm glad we helped bridge that gap with fighter and content creator. Like I said, you got a home over this way for sure. And we just gonna keep
Appreciate that.
rocking. Before I let you go, we got a couple more questions. Salute to Big Dre in the super chat. He said, how much water do you normally drink in a day?
I mean, I drink a lot of water. I try to also drink a lot of like coconut water and get my minerals in. But I say close, not definitely not a gallon. I be trying to some days, but it's hard. Yeah, I'll be trying, but it's hard to drink a lot of like drink that much water.
Mhm.
But I say close to like 2 liters probably.
Yeah. In other words, y'all, in other words, chat fam, he stay hydrated. He stay
Yeah,
hydrated.
yeah, I
You know?
say definitely. Don't
Salute
know
to my
if
brother Mike Kirkland in the super chat. He said, don't know if you already said it. Nah, we didn't. And didn't ask him that. Who was your favorite fighter growing up?
I mean, I got a lot. Like I said, I watch all the greats. You know, I watch all the greats, but definitely gotta give props to James, Tony. Definitely gotta
Mm,
give props to Willie Pep. Definitely gotta give props to people like Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford as well. These is people that I study to a T. I mainly try to study the greats and people that already fight how I fight, meaning
right,
aggressive, slick, got a little bit of pop, stuff like that.
right, right.
What's
I
going on,
like
Kyle?
I know. Keep Cologne future champ. I just was saying that to him. You see, we ain't just saying it. We putting that in the air, man. So
Yeah,
speaking to that, I feel like you're a student of the game with those names that you threw out there. Now I'm gonna be honest, like everybody know James Tony is a guy. People know about Willie Pep, but a lot of times those not some of the first names that come up. I thought that was really interesting. So with that being said, how would you describe your style?
um, I really feel like I'm very versatile. Like everybody gonna say they make adjustments, but I really feel as though that's the name of my game. I make adjustments, and because I say that because I'm not the fastest, I'm not the strongest, but
Mhm.
as time goes on, I get better. And it's just how do I get better? Because I make adjustments. I'm smart in the ring, and I'm calculating everything.
Right, right. Right. And something else, just so that people could know a little more about Keith, man. So when you not boxing, man, what's something that you do to get away from the sport and kind of decompress, take your mind off, just relax?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a family's person. I really enjoy my family.
Right,
Um, now it's a little different. Like
right,
I probably stepped out the house like 2 times after my fight. Just I really wanted to rest, and already people just like, oh
mm,
no, you the kid that fought. And I'm like, dang, like this is my first real time stepping out the house and
yeah,
you know immediately getting recognition. So just I'll just do what every other kid do. Like just chill, lay back, and
family.
just yeah, family. stuff like that.
Right. And it's good because sometimes people think that y'all damn robots and y'all supposed to be in the gym. We see a fighter out, they could be out to eat, enjoying themselves with family. Something. Oh, he's supposed to be in the gym training. It's like, damn, bro, you got to be able to decompress too. You need some balance there. You got to be able to,
Yeah,
But
I just got some ice cream yesterday.
right. But see, he ain't eating
Like,
good, man. He eating ice cream.
yeah,
But that be the fans. But I ask certain questions because we still got to know y'all human, man. At the end of the day, man, y'all still regular people, man. But you seem like a guy, like I said, a young kid that understands how to lock in and grind, and it's gonna take you a long way, man. It's definitely gonna take you a long way. Definitely a future world champ, man. Salute to my guy Lonnie Lee. He just said, salute Keith, keep grinding, bro.
what's that?
Man, so again, yeah, you got everybody in here on board. Like I said, so you had people asking me, like, what you think about the young kid? I'm like, that's the one I've been telling y'all to watch. So look, man, people are opening their eyes. Don't take much. And like I said, the platform that it was on couldn't have been a better one for your first one out. Like I said, I'm still excited for you, man, and to see what's
Appreciate
next.
that.
We gonna enjoy this ride together. We here every step of the way, like I said, and you got a home base, so you already know. Shout out to you, your pops, and your whole team for sure. And before I let you go, definitely make sure you let the people know where they can find you at.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at official Keith Cologne for any updates. Um, regarding future plans, fights, and if you want to see any like behind the scenes footage, the real life of a boxer, tune into my YouTube channel, Keith Tsunami Cologne.
Yeah, man. I'm already subbed to his channel. Y'all definitely make sure y'all check out his channel, man. Interesting guy, very smart, very intelligent, articulate, man, and he putting that work in. And he funny. He funny. I'll be watching the videos, man. I just like to see you living, having fun, and putting in that. And y'all got a good thing going over there, a good balance, man. And like I said, you gonna go far, man. And we just gonna be here rocking with you. So
Appreciate that.
no doubt, I don't want to keep you too much longer, man. Just know we watching, man. If you get any date, man, don't be shy, man. You and your dad let us know, and we'll be sure to pushing it and showing love, man.
Most that. Appreciate you, my guy.
Well, salute, chat, man. Go take it easy, and we'll be back to it.
All right.
All right. Peace. To everybody in the building, my guy Lonnie Lee, much love in the super chat. That's to give y'all much love and appreciation to the Queen Aisha and the Cash App. Much love to y'all, always showing love, man. That was Keith Cologne, man. Wanted to chop it up, build with him, man. Made his pro debut this past Saturday on the Shakur Stevenson undercard, and he did his thing. Got a second round TKO. Very impressive, man. He handled his business like a champ. Ring walk was epic, man. They really was excited. People showing love. I mean, it was like he was like a little superstar after the fight, man. Everybody, he spent time taking pictures, showed a lot of love. Those did some on the spot interviews and things like that, man. I think he just got a bright future ahead of him, man. And we gonna be here for all of it, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Lisa Smith, appreciate you. Jay Allen, appreciate you. Edgar Chavez, my brother Mike Kirkland, appreciate you. At McQueen, William Old School, Aisha, as always, man. Much love to y'all. Kano, my guy, because he made sure I was tripping. I didn't even have Keith with my new number, man. So appreciate that, man. Kano put the Instagram. I could put his channel in there if somebody else don't do it. I got you. And man, look to the Queen, man. Shower. Kudos on an excellent interview. KB, much love. Peace to the Queen. Shower. Much
and we
love,
ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yes, sir, man. Hold on. Before we get out of here, let me go pull his channel up. Yeah, man. I'm just glad that I was able to see the start of his career. Glad we got that good build in. Right before he turned pro, man. Yeah, here we go. I got y'all. It was dope, man. And he went out there, like I said, y'all handled that fight like a pro. It was fun to watch, entertaining, man. And again, I feel like Just like I told him, something that stood out to me with him is his poise, man. He's extremely poised for a young guy, for a young kid, man, getting his first fight in. I love it, man. Love to see it, bro. Cal Cool with Blessings family. How you feeling, bro? Emmanuel in the building. How you feeling, fam? Appreciate you. Salute to everybody. Shower, man. Much love, Queen, in the cash. I appreciate the support as always. So yeah, y'all, I don't want to drag this, man. That was Keith Cologne, man. Y'all stay posted, man. We might come back a little later and build on some more boxing, man. But I definitely wanted to get that done, man. And I'm just happy for the young man, man. I think we got another future world champion. Jersey, stand up. Y'all got another one. Newark, y'all got another one. I mean, he's talented as hell, man. It's going to be fun watching this. Shout out to Khalil Cole, too. He from Jersey as well, man. He going to be on that Boots card on Saturday. And we going to enjoy that. Miss Joette, peace, Queen. Appreciate you as well, man. My guy, Cal Coolett. The Queen Aisha, appreciate you. Everybody that's tapping in and subscribing. That's what it's all about, just supporting the fighters. Jonathan 97, peace to the Queen Shower. Aisha, appreciate you. The Boots. That's why I say we're going to have to come back and talk about it. Don't worry, Gertz. I'll be back. We're going to talk about that because that was funny. Pete Dobson and Jalil Hackett was funny, man. Yeah, I hit him. I'm working on it. Because Kano tried to get me that. So Kano tried to put me in with that. So, oh yeah, new trainer for this fight. And now, yeah, I'm gonna be at the fight, Kano. I told I hit Khalil Cole in his DM. I told him I got my tickets. I'll see you there, man. D for the win. Shout out to my guy, man. Shout out to my guy D for the win too, man. Much love to that dude, man. A real one, man. Solid as they come, man. Appreciate you, Mike, man. Appreciate you, Kano. Salute to you all, bro. So look, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer on this one. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna build on some more boxing, man. We gotta talk about this Boots press conference. Jalil Hackett is kicking up. Jalil Hackett ready to kick some ass, y'all. He ready to beat some ass, man. So I can't wait to see it. So y'all stay tuned, man. I'll be back in a little bit, man. Just on the boxing tour, yeah, man. Back-to-back fights, yeah. We gotta see it, man. Salute to my guy Gertz. Through the alley-oops and you slam dunks, man. Much love. You just don't know, kind of. I really appreciate you, man. You're a real one. Trust me, man. All love. So again, y'all, appreciate everybody in the super chat, Cash App, always supporting the grind. Shout out to Keith Cologne and his dad, Big Keith. We'll be back a little later. We're gonna build on this boxing, y'all. So with that, we're gonna get up out of here, man. Peace to the fam.